Welcome to the live. I'm a little late today. I was having some technical difficulties, but let me turn. Okay, got the light on. Yeah, I was having some technical difficulties. I don't even know what else to say about it, but let me get some music going. But yeah, I'm excited for today's live because if you've been tuning in, you will know that we've been working on this pair of jeans. So I'm about to show you what it's looking like. For whatever reason, my music is not playing. I'm telling y'all, I've been having some technical difficulties, which I'm gonna take as a sign that today we're going to read from Godfessions again, because I haven't really done that in a couple of days. Okay, see, now it wants to work. It's all super loud. Okay, but yeah, I haven't read from Godfessions, which is this book of godly declarations, in some time. I guess the last couple of lives. So I'm gonna do that today, and I'm gonna let y'all know some new stuff that I got going on. But we are definitely going to finish these jeans today. They're looking really cute so far, and yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. But first things first, we're definitely going to set the vibe. Hi, Bomo, welcome. But yeah, so today we're going to read from a declaration called Receiving God's Promises. Let me turn the music down just ever so slightly, because I think yesterday it was pretty loud. But okay, so today's declaration says, "Today I speak over my life and my household that all the promises of God over us are yes and amen in Him. God has been good to me. God is merciful unto me. I see God's faithfulness engraved over my life." Thank you. He shows me His loving kindness, and I am a recipient of His many graces. I walk in divine health. I have joy, and I overcome every obstacle that life may present with all ease. Amen. I have wisdom, and I am victorious in all the battles of life. My descendants are established on the earth. They will be numbered amongst the great, and they will not be slaves to their peers. And they will reign in life as the princes and princesses of God and joint heirs with Christ. I am a sign and wonder to many. I am a dream seed of God. My dreams will be fulfilled. I will see the plans of God fulfilled in my life. My story changes for the better. I encounter the sudden blessing of God today, and my encounter is meaningful. I have not waited on God in vain. God has changed my lot for good. I am favored over the rest. I will not be wasted. My future is protected, and I am totally covered by the power in the name and the blood of the everlasting covenant. Amen. I love this book. Life favors me. I am in health, and wealth flows into my barns. I will not miss God. My salvation is sure. My storehouses are open. I walk in divine abundance. I break through on all sides. I am born to reign. Nothing can restrain me. In Jesus' name I believe, and I say amen. So the selected affirmations are: my descendants and I are established on the earth, and we shall be numbered among the great. All the promises of God over us are yes and amen in Him. And Psalm 119:89 says, "Forever, O Lord, thy word is settled in heaven." So I just read from Godfessions, which is a book that has godly declarations, which, I don't know, I just felt like that was a good way to set the tone for today. I usually do that, haven't done it for a few of the latest lives I've done, but you know how it is. So before I get started, let me check into the chat. Okay, so Boma says, "It's beautiful, I love it." Thank you. Yeah, I'm about to stand up and show y'all what the jeans are looking like. Yeah, they're looking pretty rad, if I do say so myself. I will be taking commissions very soon, but yeah, I just wanted to kind of sorry, I'm turning down music a little bit. I just wanted to kind of give y'all an idea of what you can commission from me before I officially launch everything. So I want to finish these today. I will have a hard stop at 5. I've been wilding. I've been going like live for 3 hours, but I think 2 hours is a good sweet spot. So I am going to try to work pretty fast today. Mr. Tom says hi. Hi, Mr. Tom. Welcome. I hope you subscribe. And if you are new here, yeah, welcome. I'm Odemi Pesu. I'm an author, an artist, and a fashion designer. And my company, Alaere Lifestyle, sells my original artwork and fashion designs. And so right now I've been working on a wearable art collection of cool pieces and then launching commissions because I'm currently working with a supplier to print my artwork onto fabric so I can turn it into original designs. But you know, tariffs, all that extra. I was just like, you know what? Let me work with what I have right now, which is painting stuff. So, okay, hi Eric, hi Mario, welcome. Okay, so we're about to get started on these jeans. Let me stand up real quick and show you guys what they're looking like before we finish them. So, this is what the jeans are looking like. These are some like 90s high-rise jeans I got from Abercrombie. Super cute, super cute. So right now all I have left to do, I'll bring it a little bit closer. All I have left to do is finish the face and the hair, but and probably, okay, I'm probably gonna add a couple of things like down here as well. I'm gonna add some more dimension to the flowers, but that's pretty much what's left. But I'm gonna show you guys what I really hope to get started on later today. In the live, I'll be painting this faux leather jacket I got from Nasty Gal a couple of years ago. So I'll show you what it looks like. Oops. And so you guys can see. But I'm going to be painting the back. I'm probably going to do like, I have an idea of what I want it to look like. I want it to be red, like a red moon, and then a koi fish type of yin yang situation. And then I'm also going to paint this part as well, and then paint the sleeves, like probably do some kind of like cool design coming up the sleeves. So yeah, I haven't really painted on leather before, but that's what I'm hoping to get to later in the live. So I'm about to just stop yapping and get into this. Oh my gosh, I forgot to put water in my jars. Oh man, I hate when this happens, when I'm like, oh, I have to get up and go do something. But I do have my water bottle here, so maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm gonna have to pour some water from that. Let me see if I have another water bottle. Will y'all care if I get up and put water? I literally thought I had everything set for today's live. Hi Massimola. Okay, so you say, praise the Lord, hallelujah, good night, take care. Thank you. I love that every time you come on, it's just to praise the Lord and then be like, all right, deuces. So I want to get some water. You know what? I don't want to get up and leave y'all. Like, I just feel like that's rude. I'm literally going to just pour some water out of my Stanley since I'm unprepared slightly today. Hold on. It's kind of cool. How's everyone doing though? Where are y'all tuning in from? I'm here in Atlanta, Georgia. Okay. It's like the Spirit of the Lord told me, stack this up with ice for some reason. Okay. I'm gonna just leave it at that for now, and then maybe I'll pour some of this into here. I'm gonna like split it. Okay, that's good enough for me at this point. Oh, but before, well, let me see as I get started. Something else that we were talking about on live yesterday, because I do go live every weekday at 3. People were like, hey, do you have a Cash App? Like, that's the first time on the internet people have asked me how they can send me money. And I was like, you know what, let me go ahead and make a business Cash App. But we were talking about ways that like we can, I don't know, just be more community oriented. here, and like I did just start going live. So behind me, I have a plain, already primed canvas that I was planning on painting. Oops. I was planning on painting on this, and an idea from one of my loyal subscribers was, hey, why don't you allow people to send, support to your business through Cash App, and everybody that supports, you write their name on the canvas, and then you turn it into like an underpainting for a painting, and then everybody who sends money as support will be entered into a raffle to win one of my originals. Now, my prints are definitely like smaller. These are limited edition type of things, but my originals are not even listed on my website because my originals are not usually less than like around 5K, and I usually just like work with galleries to sell them. So when you donate to Cash App, I want to say, I wrote down the rules, it's all in my description, but you can send any portion to Cash App if you want to support me and my artistry as I, expand my fashion line and everything, and like work towards getting a physical retail space. But all entries of $20 and more will go towards you being able to win this pretty large original. And everybody who does send money through Cash App will get a print, like a smaller print of the painting. So I hope that's clear. If you have any questions, definitely check out the description box. Okay, so we're going to get started on the face. If you're just joining, this is what it's looking like. Masmola says, I don't stay much on your live because I unintentionally get irritating for you. I wouldn't say irritating, it's just you kept calling me a mermaid, and I'm not a mermaid spirit, I'm a child of God, so I just corrected you. But I wouldn't say I was irritated, I just didn't like what you were calling me. So you're always welcome on the live, but as long as you know I am not anything other than a child of God, then yeah, that's all. But I think like it's important to, I was talking about this the other day with someone. I was just like, I feel like because we're in the OnlyFans era, people kind of assume that, I don't know how to explain it, like when women go on live, like if we voice our discontent with anything, all of a sudden it's like, whoa, like we have to just be down for anything. And I'm like, no, like if someone says something I don't like, I'm going to let you know as kindly as possible. But if you keep saying it, well, yeah, it's gonna get irritating, but I don't find you irritating. You know what I'm saying? I just like when I am respected. That is all. That's all. But I never disrespected you. I always wished you best and gave blessings. No, I'm saying that when you were calling me a mermaid spirit, I didn't like that. That was the only time when I got irritated. So I hope that clarifies. And I found that disrespectful because I kept saying, hey, I don't like that. And you kept on saying, hey guys, she's a mermaid. She turned into a mermaid at night. In my culture, that's not something that you accuse people of lightly. Like where I come from, calling people a water spirit type of stuff, like you kind of calling them a witch. So I don't really play with that kind of stuff. So that's why I wanted to clarify, like, hey, please don't say that. So maybe you don't remember, but if you go back a few lives ago, that's what you were saying. But you're always welcome here. You're always welcome. I do appreciate the positivity for the most part that you come in with. Okay, y'all, so moving on. I just had to take care of that real quick. Gotta give y'all some clarity on what I do and don't like. But so I'm still working on these jeans. I kind of want to add a little bit of, I'm gonna kind of make this a little bit darker, but last time when I added this blue, it got really dark. So I'm trying to see if I have a purple. I'm like running out of paint, y'all. So This should be interesting, but let's see. I'm trying to balance between having the music like enough where y'all can hear it, but I don't want it to be too loud because I think yesterday it was a little bit too loud. But you know, you live and you learn. Oh, Matt Mola says, oh guys, she's not a mermaid, she's a human being. Is that okay? Now, that's perfect because Matt Mola, if you go to Nigeria and you start calling someone a mermaid spirit, people are gonna be like, is she a witch? Like, so, I mean, it's all culture stuff. Because I think in America, when people say, oh my God, she's a mermaid, maybe it's supposed to be like, what's it called? A compliment. I don't take it as such. Me personally, I'm like, wait. But okay, so I'm going to just start painting the rest of the hair. I'm thinking about, y'all, like I'm thinking about maybe adding, not on today's live, but maybe off camera, I'm thinking about adding some like embellishments, perhaps. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure yet. Also, I had to change, so a little bit random, but like, I had to change the music I was playing in the background because YouTube flagged my music yesterday, even though I was using, what's it called? A like copyright-free playlist on Spotify. And I was just like, I mean, luckily it was like, oh, this won't hurt your channel or anything. Like it's allowed to be used on YouTube. But then I was like, then why would Spotify say that it was copyright-free? So now I'm like, oh no. I don't want anything to like affect my journey towards monetization, you know what I'm saying? But I like wish that, because usually when I paint, I'm listening to actual music. Like I like to listen to Afrobeat, Amapiano, reggae. Like I like to listen to real music, but I'm trying out what YouTube has in their audio library right now. I don't know if y'all can hear it, but I'm not the biggest fan. So if you see me like changing the music, that's why. So let's see. Okay. Oh, Miranda, hi. Hey girl, hope you're having a great day. The pins are coming out awesome. Thank you. I appreciate that. I hope you're doing well. I always love like when you hop on the live, you always bring so much like positivity, great vibes, great vibes. Okay, let's see. Masmola says, here in India, if I call someone a mermaid, she'll be so happy, will appreciate for complimenting her and calling her a mermaid. Different cultures, different perspectives, for sure. So I'm glad that we can have this cultural education. I encourage you to look up Mami Wata and like the cultural attitudes towards water spirits in Nigeria. Maybe, you know, just to like, because I'm Nigerian, I'm not in India, so I didn't know that he meant it as a compliment. But I feel like we've just beat this dead horse. So, you know, I appreciate you for intending to compliment me. How about that? But I hope you can respect why I was not too fond of that because of my cultural background. And we can agree to disagree, you know what I'm saying? It's all love here. Okay. Yeah, Miranda though, like thanks for talking about how the jeans are coming out. I feel like I was kind of getting on myself like, oh my god, I've been working on these for 2 weeks, even though not every day for the last 2 weeks, but you know, since I've been going live, like this has been a thing, a project I've been working on. But I also feel like I've never really, I guess, like gone live with my painting process before. Like this is very new for me. And so I have to remember like my regular artwork does take a minute to create, which is the point. Like art is not to be rushed, but I guess because it's the internet, I'm like, oh my gosh, will people be like, you still working on those? I don't know. So I had to like remind myself, this is real art. It's not AI art. It takes time, especially if I want it to look high quality. But yay, I'm glad y'all are liking them so far. Okay. Miranda says, I absolutely love mermaids. No, like honestly, so what we were talking about is like in Nigeria, if you call someone a mermaid, it's interpreted as like calling them a water spirit, and it kind of has like a negative connotation, even though I really vibe with Nigerian like spiritual folklore and mythology and stuff like that. It's still kind of like a, ooh, you don't want to call someone necessarily that, because it can be interpreted as calling her like a witchcraft spirit or like an evil spirit. And so I was just explaining that the connotation of mermaid spirits and stuff like that in different parts of the world, for some it's positive, and for some it's like, it can be viewed as kind of like an accusation, like that's a witch. And which I feel like I have talked about that in my book. I have a book called, actually I'll show you guys. I have my book called Force of Nature, and I do have a poem called Case for Mami Wata. And basically I talk about how come in a lot of this folklore and mythology, the spirits that are associated with women all have these negative attributes. Like for Mami Wata, which is the mermaid spirit where I come from, she is a spirit that lures men with her beauty and her charm. And if men fall in love with her, she gives them riches, but they lose fertility, like they can't have children. And so people use that to kind of call like a woman like, oh, you are the downfall of that man or something. Okay, Miranda says, it takes time, girl, always. Oh, definitely can't be rushed. I feel it, yeah. Miranda says, wow, that's very interesting. All cultures have something. In some cultures, shaking hands is rude, so I can totally see that. Yeah, like even in some parts of Nigerian culture, yeah, like shaking hands, like if you meet an elder, right, you're supposed to, I'll show you guys, you're supposed to, I forgot what the Yoruba word is called. I think it might be komole. Like, I'm not Yoruba, so I'm trying to think, but it's mostly in Yoruba culture. So if you meet an elder, you have to like kind of kneel down a little bit, like, and you go to an American and do that, they're gonna be like, what are you doing? But it's kind of like, I'm not gonna call it like a curtsy, but it's just part of the culture. And yeah, all cultures are different, so it is what it is. But I think that's the great part about the internet. You can always learn about different cultures and learn how to respect them. Like if I meet someone and they tell me, hey, you know, something in my culture is viewed as disrespectful, I'm just not gonna do it. Because if I like want to be friends with that person, especially, I'm just gonna like respect it, you know. Hey, you know, that's not that person's culture. It is what it is. But yeah, it is very interesting. All right, now I'm kind of having some difficulty with this part. So this paint is not as thick as I thought it would be that I'm using right now, but it's fine. I'll just keep going over it in layers, I guess. And that will have to do. I just don't want the underpainting to show. Okay, Miranda Bell says, exactly, girl. I think it's so interesting to learn about all the cultures and their beliefs. Same, I agree. When I was growing up, my family used to always call my friend group United Nations because I had such a diverse friend group. Like, I'd have friends from Romania, Russia, Ghana, Congo, Laos, Vietnam. Like, I don't believe that your friend group should just only be people who are from where you're from, because how are you going to evolve or learn anything? That's my take on it. But I think at the end of the day, it's just all about respect and understanding. Because, like, ooh, another example, like, going back to how, like, for me, mermaid wasn't really, what's it called, a compliment? Even though, like, I get it, but I was like, hey, by the way, like, I don't know, it kind of makes me uncomfortable. But I remember when I went to Barbados years ago, and I was getting a tattoo, the guy, I think it was the tattoo artist, he was like, you're a pretty darky. And I was like, darky? What? And like, I was just like, and you know, I think he could tell I was like, what? You know, because it's kind of like the equivalent to me of saying, oh, you're a pretty Negro. And I'm like, wait, what? You know? And so, but I had to realize, like, okay, apparently darky is like, darky, lighty, all those things are like, that's more of like a colloquial term. Even if I find it offensive, it's like, I can't go to someone else's culture and be like, don't say this. But, you know, in America, don't call me that. Oh wait, Amira, I don't know why I can't see your message, but hey girl. Thank you for joining. Let me also pull up the live on my laptop so that way I can see the chat a little bit better. I feel like I'm always like squinting like, yeah, Miranda Bell says we need to love and respect, love and accept everyone and respect. Period. I agree. Like, I just feel like I love different cultures so much, so it's like, yeah. Definitely big on the respect, which I wish was more of a sentiment in the US right now, because America is so beautifully diverse, and it's one of my favorite parts of this country, like just how diverse it is. Our biodiversity is cool, our cultural diversity is really cool, so it sucks that we're seeing that be like positioned as something that is harmful. Now, obviously, I mean, I'm not going to get too much into politics, but like, obviously, there's nuance to this conversation. Isn't there always? But yeah, like, I think that's one of my favorite parts of being American is like, wow, I can go to New York and meet anybody from anywhere, or I can go to like certain neighborhoods in California and meet people whose families are from parts of the world that I've never been to. And I can't really say the same for a lot of other countries, you know? Wait, hold on. I can't even read the chat. Let me go on my laptop. Oh, you were saying, hey, Amira. Okay, you're saying, do you do ballet and hijab culture too? LOL. Is that like when you do the kneel down and greet? I feel like I just do it with every Nigerian, except for Igbos. So that's the thing. Igbos, when you meet them, you don't have to do all of that kneeling down type of stuff. But Yoruba people, they don't play about that. With hijab people, I'm not gonna lie, like I haven't met that many hijab people beyond my mom, my aunts. Like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I can't really say. I'm curious now. I'm gonna have to ask my mom. Maybe she can chime in. I know she's watching this. Like, just come and say, hey mom, like, do you do that? Is that expected in hijab culture to kneel down and greet? Or like kind of like bend down and greet? I don't know, man. I wonder if our generation is going to continue all these things, to be quite honest. Because sometimes I feel like it's like an ego thing, but then also it's like, you know, culture. I don't know, so many thoughts. Like, I do think culture is meant to change with the times, but I can't see anything like inherently harmful about kneeling down or like bending down to greet your elders. Like, it's just sometimes they be taking it too far. Some people get power hungry and like use it to kind of stun people, but It is what it is. Our African people, man. But Amira, what's up with you, girl? How you been? It's good to see you. I was just thinking, I was like, oh, I hope Amira joins today. But basically, Amira, I've been taking a break from like my regular programming of like doing everything because I am working on these jeans and then I'm working on a jacket and I want to paint. So I have 4 things I need to paint, 4 articles of clothing. These jeans and then a jacket. I like tried it on earlier in the live, but it seems like there might be new people right now. So I'm going to like paint this jacket. It's one of the ones I tried on, I think, last week during my closet clean out. But I'm going to paint like a koi fish design on the back and paint this area, paint the sleeves and stuff. So I think it's going to be really cute. I kind of want it to be inspired by Japanese art-ish, but like a mix with Japanese art and some of my style. So like kind of like this vibe. And yeah, but I also have this Japanese sunset tattoo that I kind of want. I don't know, I'm like, just, I have it in my mind and I kind of sketched it out a little bit, but I'm gonna just have to sketch it onto the jacket for a spatial understanding of how it's going to look. Oh wait, hold on, let me see. Amira says, "LOL, that's so fair. I just do it to everyone." That's what I'm saying. Thank you. Amira says, "I love seeing your progress, girl. The jeans are so cute." Miranda Bell says, "Going to be so cute. Can't wait to see how it turns out." Amira says, "Yes, I see the vision for the jacket." Okay, I'm glad y'all see the vision because sometimes I'm like, does that make sense? But I just want to like finish these jeans and get started. This always happens where I'll be like working on something. Also, they're mowing the lawn outside. Sorry for the noise. They're always mowing. It's not even summer, but anyways. Anyways, I feel like every time I have a vision, I'm like, I don't even like to explain it. I just like to do it and then go from there. But I wanted y'all to have an idea of what's coming next. Okay. Why do I feel like I'm doing surgery right now? I don't know. I've been looking at my art more often and just kind of like objectively trying to think about like what vibe does this give off, and like in terms of like maybe what cultural moments in history would someone think I'm influenced by. And I'm starting to think, I've decided the 70s. I feel like it's giving the 70s right now, which I don't mind. One of the best decades if you ask me. Like with the best fashion. It was so hippy dippy, and I feel like that's me. Okay. I'm trying to make this purple look as dark as it can, but I think I'm gonna have to just leave it for now. I just don't know what to do for the eyes, so that's why I keep working on the hair, but I'm just like, I don't know. But let's see. Let me do like, what do y'all think? I'm trying to decide like for the face, like how I should do the eyes. But I don't know. Maybe as I like ponder on that, I'll keep layering the purple. Oh, maybe it was the brush I was using. Interesting, because now it looks a lot more opaque. Well, painting is really trial and error. I feel like I'm always like, oh my gosh, I hope this is entertaining. Okay. Let's see. I was thinking about putting like jewels in the middle of the flowers, but we shall see, if I like how that turns out. Okay. I'd say next, let's use a little bit of this color. So this is like a violet. I'm gonna mix it with a pale violet and see how that goes. Ooh. Oh my goodness. I cannot open these things. I feel like I'm about to pop a nail off. Okay. So let's see how this looks. I am really vibing with the color scheme. But it is definitely giving, what's it called? 70s. But as per usual, so just like quick tutorial break. I'm using this Liquitex fabric medium, and so I mixed that with all of the paint. But also, I mentioned this earlier in the live, so we were talking about this at the end of yesterday's live. Someone suggested I put a Cash App link, and then like when people, you know, send anything to support me and my business or my channel or whatever, I write the names on this blank canvas, and then turn the canvas into a painting. And when that time comes around that it's finished, I put everybody who sent money into a raffle, and you can win the original painting. But I put in more details of how that will work in my description, so you can definitely check that out. But if you want to buy my original prints and like just my artwork that I have available right now on my online gallery, I also put the link to my website, www.AlaereLifestyle.com. Okay, so I'm gonna put this lighter purple color as this part of her hair. Ew, I'm vibing with this. I used to think that pink was my favorite color, but purple is a specific shade of purple is good enough there. Oh my gosh, like these people outside are bugging me. I'm like, let me turn the music up, like, calm down. Like, I would take, I don't know why, I would low-key take city noises over the noise of wind blowers and mowing lawns. Like, I can't stand the sound of mowing lawns. It literally irks me. Show you guys what it's looking like, but so this is what it's looking like so far. So cute. Okay, I'm vibing with this. And I know exactly what I'm about to wear it with once these are done. I have an event coming up actually, so I'm an official influencer for the National Center of Civil and Human Rights in Atlanta, and they just added like all of this new stuff, these new exhibitions and things like that. So they're having a content day for their influencers to come and make content, and I just feel like it might be really cool for me to wear these jeans when I do that, and like kind of kill two birds with one stone, if you know what I mean. So I'm excited for that. Okay, it's coming along. Ugh, I get so nervous because I'm like, I really don't want to mess up anything, and like this part of the face, I don't know how to make that color again. So I'm just trying to be like really careful, because that's happened to me before where like even somewhere on here I accidentally put a speck and I'm just like, now I'm gonna have to, oh wait, no, JK, it wasn't a speck. Whew, thank God. But yeah, that's happened before where then I had to now like change up the painting a little because I really honestly don't know how to remake one of the colors. But okay. Yeah, but I'm so excited. I'm definitely going to add this so that like to my website before the end of the month, so y'all can be able to order commissioned pieces that you can wear and be unique and not be looking like everybody. Because I always talk about this, but let's really get into it. I just find it so odd now that the trend is to look like everybody else. Like, I think that's so weird. Marina Bell says, that's amazing, girl. Good luck to you. Thank you. Thanks. Yeah, like, I'm excited. I don't even remember applying for that program, but thank God I was selected, because I remember, like, I got the email and they were like, okay, this is what we need from you. This is the contract. And I almost thought it was a scam because I was like, wait, what? But I think it definitely matches my vibe, because I'm always going on a Bernie Sanders type rant on here. So it makes sense that I would work with a civil rights and human rights museum. Like, I think it matches my vibe for sure. But yeah, I'm excited. So like, part of the partnership is I make monthly content for them, and like we get invited to special events and stuff like that, and I get to share it with my audience. So I asked them if it would be cool for me to go live there, and they did say that was okay. So I'm gonna figure that out. But when I do go, I'll probably at some point go live and show y'all what the new museum is looking like, because Atlanta really is the birthplace of civil rights. Like, you know, as you know, Martin Luther King from here, his church, I think it's called Ebenezer Baptist. It's here in Atlanta. John Lewis was here. So I think, you know, it's really cool to be a part of that history in my own artistic way. So yeah, I'm excited about that, to see how the partnership goes and everything. Okay, we are making progress. Y'all, I am feeding right now to work on that jacket. Like, I am just like, okay, enough. Especially like I'm almost done, so I'm just like, dang. I mean, obviously I might come back and put some jewels and stuff on it, but I'll do that one later. Not right now. Oh, thanks, girl. Miranda says it's because you just that good, girl. Thank you. I appreciate it. I really do. Like, I think I just used to try to like do things that made sense. But now when I look at my life, like when I zoom out, I'm like, you know what? I don't have to have the typical 9 to 5, you know, like I don't have to do that. I have other things that I'm actually good at and that people want me to do. So let me just lean into those. I mean, I'm not gonna say it's all a walk in the park, because you definitely have to, it feels like I'm doing a long-term independent study right now. Like, back in college, independent studies, you come up with your own syllabus, you find an advisor that wants to work with you, and basically you come up with like a thesis of a long-term project that you want to do. And that's kind of like what my life feels like right now. A long-term independent study. But yeah, but also if you're just tuning in, I'm here, I'm just painting some jeans that are coming out really cute. Like, let me show y'all. Ah, so happy. Like, I just feel like just happy looking at these. But if you're enjoying this live, definitely give the live a like the actual video, because it does help my channel. And be sure to subscribe, because I do go live every weekday at 3 p.m. But yeah, okay. Water break. Y'all, if you missed it earlier, I forgot to put water in my like paint jars. And so I had to pour some water out of my Stanley cup. It was a little ghetto, I'm not gonna lie, but like, we make do. Okay, you know what? Let me stop squinting that up there. I know I can look at the chat here. Oh, Dan Mino, what's up? Hey. Okay, wait, let me go further up in the chat. Miranda says, well, I have to get my kids from school. I hope you have an amazing day. Thank you, Miranda. I hope you have a fabulous day. Thank you for joining on the live. So Dan Mino says, the light of the world, pure melanin magic. Oh, merci beaucoup. Dan Mino says, I see your artistic expression. Yeah, thank you. Like, you see the vision. But this is not the only thing I'll be working on today. So let's see. The art that heaven made, Alaere. Ah, thank you. Actually, let me write that down. That sounds like a good little tagline. I'll put that on my website. I'm so dead ass right now. The art that heaven made. I'm gonna be like, quote, Dan Mino. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have to remember that one. Literally, like, I'm going to screenshot that. Because, yeah, this is the art that I haven't made. What's up, Dan Mino? Where are you, tuning in from? Also, I'm trying to decide, like, what else I want to put here. Let's see. Because, okay, I have one last part of her hair to do. Let's see. Are you based in the US, Dan? I'm here in Atlanta on the East Coast. Well, I mean, it's the East Coast, but like, I feel like people don't call Atlanta the East Coast. They call it the South, even though it's technically still the East Coast. But okay, let me see. I'm going to mix this with some glue real quick, and then actually, would it be bad if I made this entire thing purple? I don't know. Okay, wait, hold on. I hate wasting paint. I noticed such a beautiful picture. Thank you. I appreciate that. Are you a photographer? I'm curious. Okay. This music is so... I'm trying out YouTube's audio library. I'm not impressed. But since they want to be flagging copyright and stuff, even when Spotify says it's copyright free, I'm trying my best, but I'm just like, YouTube, wasting, what's this one? But, okay. This song is better, because, I don't know, there was some stuff earlier that I was like, what is this? Petition to make their audio library just better. Okay, let's see. So I'm just going over one more time on that purple part of her hair. I'm literally like, I'm not trying to rush, but I really do want to like get started on the jacket before this live is over. But I don't want to sacrifice quality, of course. Okay. But yeah, I'm so excited to like model these, take some cute photos. It's gonna be dope. I already know. It's gonna be mad cute. Okay. Damino says, no, I'm just appreciative. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I hope you subscribe. I go live every weekday at 3 p.m. And I'm always like, well, for the time being, I'll be going live painting some wearable art pieces. So next up, we're gonna do a leather jacket. And then this cape, or I'm gonna do a leather jacket from Nasty Gal. These jeans are from Abercrombie. So I'm just like working with brands that I grew up wearing and that also like have just been in my closet for a hot minute, that I'm like, you know what, I haven't really worn this in a minute, but I want to make it look unique. And so I have these other pair of leather shoes that are so cute, but they don't fit me. My sister gave them to me, and yeah, they're like way too big. But I'm gonna paint them because they seem like she very lightly used them, and maybe I'll see if I'll like sell them or something, because they are like really nice. Actually, I'll show you guys. Well, actually, no. Let me not get distracted. I need to finish these jeans. Oh, Damino says, I'm seeing you do your thing. Thank you. Are you an artist as well? I am curious. Okay. So almost done with this part. Yay! This is looking so cute. Okay. I'm just trying to be like really precise though, because I'm not trying to mess this up. But sometimes my paintbrushes like to try me. Like this paintbrush is so old, but I do have like better ones. It's just that, I don't know, I gotta mix and use. Like I think this brush is really good for like edges and making sure everything looks opaque. Like I like how it spreads the paint onto stuff, but sometimes it can make the edges a little bit frayed if I'm not careful. Like it gives it a frayed look. Oh, they are literally so annoying outside. Like this whole lawnmower people, these people, they've been mowing this lawn for like the last 30 minutes. Yo, the summers, you people don't kill me, I beg. Okay. So, almost done. Uh-oh. Got something on it. I don't know if I want to paint the back of these jeans. I don't know. That's a whole nother project in itself. But I'll think about it. I'll think about it. I think I'm gonna just stick with the front, but I did get paint accidentally on the back, so I'm like, I don't know. Maybe. Okay, so I'll show you guys what, oops, I'll show you what they're looking like. So this is it so far. If I were to put them on, you see? I think this is gonna look really cute. I'm gonna definitely wear them with some heels. Like I think like it'll be cute to see how I can dress them up. They're a very festive pair of pants. Okay, Damino says you are amazing. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay. Next up, the scary part. I still have a little bit of this purple paint. I feel like I've gone over that area as much as I can. So I want to put that purple somewhere else. I guess, I don't even know how much left I have though. I mean, I guess I could put it down here. Let's just go ahead and do that. We'll put it on the flowers. I can't not acknowledge you, Dan. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I hope you subscribe, though. I hope you subscribed. Okay. I'm not sure if I like how this is looking right now, like this flower detail that I'm adding, but I think once I like add some watercolors, it'll be a little bit better. Ooh, this music is so soothing. Okay, YouTube audio, you're doing something right now. Okay. I feel like I'm in Cheetah Girls too. Okay, Damino, let me see what you're saying right now. I am, you need to be a star. Oh my gosh, you hyping me right now. Thank you. I agree though. I agree. I've come to the conclusion that I want to be a global name. Why not? I've wanted to be so many things in my life, and I feel like, you know, I tried. Like I said, I tried the whole corporate thing. Every time it's some superior trying to hit on me, trying to do this, so I might as well take that essence and use it for my own good and not be in a space where people think that they can sun me, you know, or like take advantage of my talents and my gifts and my beauty. Like, I'd rather do it on my own terms. So here we are. You gotta use what God gave you. But I'm trying. But it does make me happy, like, when I see your comments. So thank you. These compliments, oh my gosh, wait, hold on. I need to like read them. I just saw like a few, but I'm gonna pull it up on my laptop because I couldn't really see everything. I'm like multitasking. Okay, is this? Actually, okay, I like how it looks on the camera, so yay. Okay. Oh, I'm craving Spain. Now, like, listening to this, I'm like, wait, I want to go back to Barcelona. I'm like manifesting some type of like artist residency or something, somewhere coastal with good food, good music. Like, I need that in my life right now. I'm telling y'all, if you know an artist who is working full time in this political climate in America, check on them, because the kind of emotional and inner work that you have to do to maintain inspiration with everything that's happening in the world right now, it's like an intentional thing. It really is. But I'm not gonna lie, like going live weekdays has given me something to look forward to, so it does help. Okay, let me pull up the chat. Damn, you hyping me, but I appreciate it for real. You said it ain't hype, it's facts. You're fine, AF. I can only imagine the woman who made you. Yeah, my mom is a beautiful woman. She is. She really is, though. Okay. So I'm going to go in with this green. I just feel like I want there to be a little bit of a lighter green on here. But I might need to, let's see what time is it. Okay, I'm gonna be on until 5. I'll be on until 5 today because I have been like just going live for like hours and it's been draining me. So I'm gonna treat it like a job. LOL. Yeah, thanks. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Ooh. Wait, I think I'm gonna put these on her eyes. I think that'll be cute. Okay. Let me not do too much though. That's how I'm like, oh, let me do a little bit, and then I put too much paint. I'm gonna come back to that flower though. But even if I don't get to paint the jacket today, because I really, like I said, I don't want to rush these, I'll try to like sketch out what I want and like start it today, so that way tomorrow y'all can see, like y'all can already see the vision forming. Okay, I believe it because I'm gonna just leave it there. LOL, thank you though. Okay. Let's see, what brush? I literally have, these are only just a few of my brushes. Okay. Let's see. I think I'm gonna use, and here I am still like, I need to buy new brushes, but I have so many, but it's like some of them, I think I need to just like soak some of them, because like some of them have hardened just a little bit. I think this one, I'm gonna use this one. Hold on. Yeah, it has some like paint residue. Okay. I'm gonna mix this with the Liquitex. Liquitex needs to sponsor me, like at this point. I mentioned their name in every live. But I mean, their products are good. So I give it to them. Okay. I wanted to do like a pop of yellow, but I think that this will suffice. Also, Sustainable Queen. I literally turned a to-go cover into a palette. I mean, these are my other palettes though. I love how they end up looking. Just quick segue, like, they end up looking so pretty. Like artwork. These over here. Click set. Okay. Oof. Let's see, how do I want to go about this? Ooh, this is cute. Cute enough for me to break out into song. Okay. So I'm gonna just put like a light layer first and then see how it goes. I wish I could zoom in, but y'all can see it, right? I feel like this is very much so inspired by Frida Kahlo right now. That's what it's reminding me of. And I love that. She's definitely one of my favorite artists. I'd say Frida Kahlo. And then in terms of like living artists, I really like Tracy Morel, Reina Noriega, who else? Issa Butler, of course. Yeah, those are some of the artists who definitely inspire me. There's this other lady, her name is Daniela Jones. I think she's based in Barcelona. And I was just talking about how I need to be back in Barcelona. But yeah. I feel like when I look at my artwork, I definitely see all of the different influences, which is nice. I think that's nice to be able to tell, like, oh, this reminds me of so-and-so's work, but my own twist, because we don't plagiarize here. Although, there is a saying, Oh, that's cute. That's cute. Okay, there's a saying, still like an artist. And I think like how I interpret that saying is obviously there's nothing new under the sun. Like there's only so many colors. So if someone is known for using like a certain color palette and you're inspired by that, definitely do that. But like try, I think like when they say still like an artist, don't only take all your inspiration from one person because that's ripping off that person's work. I think it means just like don't be afraid to be inspired, but source from different places. Like I'm also inspired by Mother Earth. Like God is also my favorite artist as well. And I think like when I think of the colors that go together, it's very intuitive for me because I look at the colors in nature and in like really tropical or Caribbean places that I visited. And I'm like, yeah, I love this. And I love how this looks like when I see Black people in certain colors. I also love that as well. So I try to translate that into my artwork. And I think that's why when I do art shows, a lot of women are like, you know what, I can see myself in this. And that's the point. That is definitely the intention. I'm trying to see if I have a paint marker that is this color. I don't think I do. That's okay. Okay, so I might have to switch out the paintbrush real quick. I even have one as tiny as this. Like, can you even see that? Okay. But this is so fun. Let me move it down a little bit so y'all can see what I'm working on. I'm working on her eyes, so I'm just adding like a pop of green. Well, it looks like, excuse me, yellow, kind of. It's like a green yellow. But I have a feeling I'm gonna have to layer this color a little bit. Ooh, cute. Very cute. I kind of went OD with the wing, but it'll be okay. Like, it's meant to be dramatic. I feel like when I'm doing some of these details, I'm kind of like holding my breath because I'm like, I don't want my hand to shake at all. Right now, I'm just not all the way sure what I want the like white parts of her eye, like what color I want those to be. I don't know, I might make her eyes pink. Actually, no, never mind. But I want them to be like an unexpected color. I should put a dot of this yellow here. Okay, time check, 4:23. Okay, I think we're making good time, like, yeah. I think we are. I think I might just put this green in some random places and see how I like it. I just want there to be some like visual cohesion, so I added it. You might not really be able to see, but I added it down here. Okay, so now I'm thinking I do want to get rid of this yellow or this green a little bit more, so I'm gonna put some here. That's honestly, I'm so happy I'm like starting to record my painting process, because when people are like, how do you create this? I can just show them, watch this video, like, but in real time, the whole decision of where to place stuff, like, it is very intuitive, and I don't know, maybe some artists do plan out every single thing before they start, but I kind of prefer to take a more intuitive approach. Like, I'll have an idea. Like, I knew I wanted it to be a woman and some elements of nature and stuff, but like, yeah, like I feel like this is good that it wasn't super duper planned out. Okay, so let me show you guys what it's looking like so far. So we're making some progress, definitely. I just feel like when I wear these jeans or when I make wearable art, I want the woman, and you know, I mean, men can commission things too if they really want to, but you know, I am a lifestyle brand for women and I am a woman, so I want the woman, as I was saying, to feel confident and to feel unique and to feel like their values are reflected in what they wear. And I know, for example, my values include honoring my divine feminine energy as an African woman from a decolonized perspective. And when I think about decolonization, I think about Mother Earth and being free to grow and bloom as I please and as I was designed to by my creator. And I think that that's what, you know, when I look at this piece, it gives me this feeling of freedom, of vibrant, bold, like presence, you know. And I think that African women, yeah, we need to embody that. We need to embody that more, and we need to have access to clothing that inspires us, you know. So yeah, okay. I might do orange for the eyes, low key, like an orange type of thing, but I still have the yellow or the pink. I still have the green here that I need to like layer onto the eyes just a little bit more to make it more opaque. Super cute. If you're just joining, hey, welcome. Just painting some jeans right now. So I'm having a good time. And I hope you are too. If you want to buy my artwork, it's all available at www.AlaereLifestyle.com. Check it out, check it out. Okay, these are looking good so far. So here's just an update. But yeah, I want to like make sure down here also is making sense. I think the next things I want to experiment with like line art, and use my paint markers only and just see how that looks. Okay. Oh, where'd the music go? YouTube, how many times did I call your name? Okay, let me play some music. Alright. Actually, I don't want to play that. Let's see. Some classical. I don't know about this one either. Let's see, maybe something like this. Okay, this is a good vibe. This is a good vibe. Okay. Okay. I just feel like because this paint is not as opaque as some of the others, I have to keep going over and over on the same areas, and so it's a little bit tedious, but I like how it's turning out. So I'm just working on her eyes right now. But also because I drew it on with some ink, I think that's another thing that is happening right now. Like, I don't want the ink to show. I'm trying to maintain those clean lines. So there's also that. Ooh. Okay. Yay! It's going well, it's going well. Okay. Let's see, let me check in if there's anything going on in the chat. Alrighty. Y'all, we are so close to 1K. Like, I'm just actually really happy about that. So, thanks to those of y'all who have been subscribing. I love you. And if you have not yet subscribed, I highly encourage you to do so. Okay, so now I'm just trying to decide what I want her eyelids to look like. But I haven't decided. Low key, I kind of want it to be a darker color on her eyelids, so I might mix. So I have this like Black Radiance highlight, which low key, I don't know how that got in here, but I wonder if it would make the paint glittery. Hold on, let me put it on my skin because it is makeup, but I've seen people use makeup to paint before. This is actually kind of pretty. Low key, I'm gonna put it on the paint and just experiment and see real quick. But I will be taking this back to my room because I don't know how this got into my studio. But okay, let's put a little bit there. And put this to the side. How did this get here? I don't... Y'all, there used to be such like random stuff in my studio sometimes. So I'm gonna use this Winsor & Newton burnt umber. And then will mostly, for the most part, be pretty much finished with like the woman herself, and then we can just go in and add details. But I'll be on for another half hour, and then I'll be saying au revoir to you lovely people. But yeah, I always post all of my chat replays anyway, so I just find that it's easier for me to make content live because I don't have to worry about editing and all that stuff. Okay, let's see, what brush do I want to use? I think I'm gonna use this one. Okay. Of course, I can't forget this. So if I don't use the fabric medium, then the paint will wash off, and we're not trying to have all that. Ooh, wait, it did actually make the paint shimmery. Because the other thing is, I don't know if that highlighter is expired or not. Because I know now that it's coming back to me, I think I had it for some time. Also, I'm gonna add a little bit of orange to that. So, just to warm it up a little bit. And this is why I say makeup is basically painting. Like, women who are really good at makeup, don't sleep. Pick up a paintbrush. Like, you're probably, probably also really good at painting. Oh wait, I kind of put way too much. Oops. Okay. Okay, I like this color. I'll show you guys. It's like a warm golden brown. So I'm gonna put this on her eyelids and then see how that looks. Ooh, this is cute. I like it. I do want to make some adjustments though, but let me not get too ahead of myself. But I do like that it's not clashing with the eyes per se. It complements the green, so that's good. And I think how I was able to get it to do that, so just some painting tutorial vibes here, is you want to like think about the undertones. That's why I say painting and makeup are very similar. So like when you're doing eyeshadow, for example, and like you're doing your concealer, you're thinking about your undertones. And if you have certain undertones, you want your concealer to match it, but you also want your eyeshadow and your lipstick and your blush to also complement those undertones. And it's pretty much the same thing with painting. So that's why it was like important for me to add a little bit of that orange and that yellow to warm up the brown so it wouldn't be too cool and that it would have clashed with the yellow. I hope that makes sense. Just in case anybody is watching this or will watch this replay and you want to get into painting and you're like, why do some of these colors like clash with each other? That's why. You always want to think about the undertones. Okay, so I'm going to keep this a little bit light. And then just like spread this outwards. Can y'all kind of see? I hope you can. Also, I don't know. Okay, I was like, every time I'm like, why isn't the music playing? Maybe it's buffering. These are cute. I'm excited. Hey, Diplomatic Cigar. Hola, hola. Diplomatic is in the house. Drop a like and subscribe. Thank you. Yeah, today I'm logging off at 5 because I need a cut off. I feel like I've been going live and then I'll hop off and I'm like, why do I feel so tired? And then I realized, oh yeah, because you were talking nonstop for 3 hours. So I'm almost done with this and I'm about to show what it's looking like. But I'm in that part of the painting process where it's getting kind of serious. And I'm like super intensely looking at what I'm doing. But how are you? How are you today? If you check out my description, I added what we talked about yesterday, the Cash App and all that. And this is the canvas that I'll be writing the names on and then like turning it into the underpainting for the painting I will give away. Lovely idea. As I said before, truly novel. Okay. Yeah, this is where shit gets real because I'm like, I need to not mess up anything because I'm not trying to repaint. Uh-oh. Okay, let me check the chat on my laptop though. LOL, that's how I feel in the morning after looking at you paint for 3 hours. It is pretty late over there. I had no idea that my lives would be reaching South Africa in my defense. I don't know, I thought 3 p.m. would be a good time, you know. I mean, I was thinking Americans, like, okay, 3 p.m. people are kind of like reaching the afternoon slug. They probably got on their phone and stuff. Little did I know. Little did I know. Oh, you should pin the Cash App in the chat. See, I totally forgot to do that. Okay, let's see. Let me put it in the chat right now. Okay, I'm gonna like just copy and paste. Oh, wow, too long of a comment. Hold on. Let me take some stuff off then. Wait. Okay. Now, how do I pin this? Hold on. Okay. Yay. Yay, yay, yay. Okay, so you said my day was all right. Thanks. Work was a bit rough, but the sun will shine again tomorrow. Very optimistic. How was your day? I love that. Well, I don't love that your day was rough, but I love the outlook. My day has been good, you know. A lot of painting, a lot of just like doing some admin stuff and thinking about life. I'm still in vacation mode. Honestly, I'm one of those birthday week types of people. Oh wait, did it post twice? Oh no, okay, never mind. I'm like looking, I was like, wait, why is my comment appearing twice? But yeah, I pinned the comment, so now anyone who wants to support or show love can send something to Cash App if you feel so inclined. But yeah, my day was good. I was really tired, but that's more of like a hormonal thing. It's getting to that time. But that's why I'm like, okay, I'm excited to finish painting some of the things that I have going on so that next week we can get back up and doing stuff and like the lookbooks and all of that. But I stayed up yesterday doing a lot of admin and then I kind of went to sleep really late. So I'm trying not to be a night owl anymore, but it's kind of hard to break that habit, I'm realizing. because the stuff that I usually do late at night, I'm trying to switch to doing that early in the morning. But it's just a habit at this point. But now I'm like, oh wait, you're at a point now where like this is your job. You don't have to do certain things at night. I keep reminding myself. Diplomatic Cigar says, can we switch roles for a minute, please? Wait, what do you mean? Okay, Tristan JSB says, hello. Hello, Tristan. I feel like you've been on the chat before. Am I bugging? If so, welcome back. If not, if I'm bugging, welcome. Okay, let me show you guys what it's looking like. So now I just need to I need to finish the eyes. But I like how it's looking so far. I think some of the brown that I just added though, I'm gonna have to, like, I don't want to waste it, so I'm probably gonna have to put some of that like a little bit down here. I think I might put it, I don't know. I'm still deciding. Maybe like right here. Because I don't want to waste this. Like I still have like a good amount of this paint left. Or maybe I should put it at the bottom. Okay, no, I'll do that. Oh. Okay. I'm gonna use one of my favorite paintbrushes. I would do a Cash App, but I see now it's only available in US. Really? Oh, then maybe I might have to do a PayPal, because I think Cash App is only available in the US now that I think about it. Oh man. And you know, something was telling me last night, oh, do a PayPal too, but honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I was watching Teen Wolf. And so I was like multitasking because I just was like, I feel like I've been working all day. But then I remembered I needed to set all of that stuff up, which was like, setting up a business Cash App was more steps than I expected. But I don't know why I thought Cash App was a global sensation. Do you guys have Venmo? Does Venmo work in other parts? Interesting. I feel like I just messed this up a little bit. Hold on. Okay, let me check the chat. Can add both though. Never heard of that. I don't know how you, like, there didn't, how do I put this? There wasn't an option for the Cash App to just be only US transactions. I mean, I'll look into it tonight because I hardly use Cash App. Like, so I'll go and check. But you know what you can do? You can buy art. But I know you already told me you have to figure out some other things first. So, understandable. Ooh, when you do get a chance, don't forget to ask about like the artwork in your building. I would love to know like what that process, like what their art acquisition process is. Okay. So I think this is good that I added some of that from up there down here, because I did want to add some more, or I wanted to create a more cohesive color palette and to visually bring the viewer's eyes from top to bottom in a, you know, more cohesive way. Okay, let me look at the chat. No, but when you're famous, it's going to help. For sure, we'll be there next week sometime. Okay, thank you. You know, I totally manifested being a famous artist as well, and fashion designer, and author, and model. All of it. Okay, so I want to say I have one more thing to do, but I don't. Do you think that I should? So I added some detail to this flower down here. Oops, hold on. But I'm not sure if I should add some detail to this flower and this flower and all of the flowers. What do you think? So yeah, let me decide. Yeah, I don't like YouTube's audio library, but in terms of what's it called? Requesting music, I got copyright flagged yesterday. So then I had to go on YouTube audio, and they were like, basically the music that I use is allowed to be used on YouTube, but then that video just can't be monetized. But I can't play real music, or else none of my videos will be able to be monetized, and they can mute my video and all of that stuff. So alas, if it's not like standard copyright free music, I can't play it. That's why I was like trying to play around with the YouTube audio library for the majority of this live, just to see how I like it. I'm not the biggest fan, so I went back to this other playlist that I haven't gotten flagged on from YouTube, because yesterday's music, I vibed with it. It was like the house music and stuff, but apparently even though Spotify said it was copyright free, it was more so like licensing free. Makes sense, gotta risk it to get the biscuit. In this case, I'm not risking anything, I beg. I'm not trying to get my videos muted. After all this work, no. But, okay. So now I'm gonna do the lips. But you didn't answer my question. I don't know if I should add more detail to these flowers or not. But, because I feel like that looks good down there, but I think, oh, so the question is, I added more detail to this flower, but I don't know if I should do the same for this flower and this flower, or just kind of like leave them alone, maybe put something in the middle and call it a day. But with the detail here, I added, you know, stuff. Like, that was the question. How good can you sing? I'd say I'm a pretty swell singer. I would say so. Am I prepared to sing right now? I'd have to do warm-ups. But, okay, you like the detail? Okay, cool, I'll do that. Excuse me. Okay, let's see. Now it's time for the lips. The best part. Yeah, I love to sing. I did performing arts, musical theater, a cappella, all that stuff, all the way up until college. Got into a band, but then they traveled too much for my liking. And I was like, yeah, I am gonna have to decline this position, unfortunately. But yeah, I love singing. The eyes are not going to be black. They're going to be something unexpected. Still dark, but I just don't know. I don't know what color just yet. But I'm like, I'm going to just work my way up to that. And so do her lips first. And then do the eyes. Look at you. You legit stood first in line in heaven when Big Papa was handing out talent. Thank you. I appreciate that. I mean, you haven't heard me sing just yet. I don't even know what I would sing. I don't even know what I would sing right now. But I do think I was created to be an artist, though. Because every time I try to do other stuff, I'm like, eh. Like, there's things you can learn, but I think with art, like, obviously, you can learn how to be an artist, but I do think that there's certain things where when you're just born with it, it feels natural. It doesn't feel like you have to force it. It's just more of like a, oh, okay, I have this natural talent that I can develop. But oh my gosh, I'd be nervous. Well, would I be nervous to sing? I just don't know what I would sing. It would have to be a cappella. Skies are blue for me and you. Oh, what would I sing? What's an easy song? Oh wait, I know what's an easy song for me to sing. Do you like, okay, if you legit want me to sing, I'll sing. I'll sing my favorite Adele song, but I have to warn you, no warm-ups and no pitch checking or anything. Kind of wild. So okay, so I'm gonna use this color down here. And just add some detail. Okay. Yeah, but I really do wish I could play real music on here. But that's how, if it wasn't for Wild, you would not have been here today. That's true. That is true. But yeah, if this is an official request, perhaps I will sing. But let's see. 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 2, 1. I have to always warm up. I'm like, I didn't do no warm ups, nothing. Okay, so I'm like not sure if, yeah, I'm not gonna leave this like this. Yeah, no. Okay, oh gosh. Well, it's not even like there's like hella people on the live right now. Anyways, I think it's only you, so that's okay. 3 minutes left of the live. Okay, live performance. Oh gosh. Me. Okay, let's see. Let me pull up the lyrics. I'll sing Chasing Pavements, and I hope it sounds good when I do. Oh gosh, am I blushing? I don't know. I made up my mind. Okay. Oh gosh. A personal serenade. Why am I nervous? Okay. I made up my mind. Don't need to think it over. If I'm wrong, I am right. Don't need to look no further. This ain't last. I know this is love. it to you. Gosh, I cannot sing these lyrics. And that's exactly what I need to do if I end up with you. Should I give up, or should I just keep chasing pavements, even if it leads nowhere? Or would it be a waste, even if I knew my place? Should I leave it there? Should I give up? Okay. Yay, blah, 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 that's it. Enough. I tried. I was like, I'm a little nervous. I didn't have any pitching to start, but yeah, I love that. Oh my god. Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you. He said the pink detail looks nice. Childish Gambino, there's no Childish Gambino songs to sing. Does he really sing? I'm trying to think. What Childish Gambino songs is he singing in? If we were kids, I'd love to give you everything that you would want. Do, 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 do. No, that's not really a singing song either. And he's more of like a tenor. I'm more of like a soprano 2, soprano 1, alto 1. If you know anything of what I'm saying right now. Okay, so this is what the pink is looking like. I had some watercolors. I'm gonna get those because it's looking a little bit too harsh. Ooh, okay. These might be dried up. Any plans for the weekend? Oh wow, it really is the weekend. Maybe. I'm trying not to work every weekend. Gosh, what would I do this weekend? Maybe I'll go to like see some music or something. I'm trying to like tell myself like homework. I need to go out and do something fun every weekend. And I'm telling you, I used to be quite the partier, but when you have like, I know they say all work, no play makes Johnny a dull boy, blah, 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 blah. But it's just like, all work gives you more money to have fun, so. But yeah, maybe I think that's what I'll do. There's this place I wanted to go to last weekend for my birthday, but we didn't get to go because we ended up going to dinner late and then going to this live DJ set. But I definitely would want to do something more chill if I did do something this weekend, because last weekend was a lot of going to sleep at 3 a.m., 4 a.m. or getting home at 3 a.m., 4 a.m. and I'm like not trying to do that this weekend. What about you? Any plans for the weekend? Okay, so I'm going to switch to, yes, this is exactly what I wanted. I knew that the watercolor would help, you know, just soften it up a bit. Yeah, man, I miss singing. I need to get like a piano so I can actually, because I have a guitar. Actually, I have 2 guitars. But singing and playing the guitar is much harder than singing and playing the piano, especially because the piano, I feel like I know it's more intuitive for me because we used to have to use the piano a lot in chorus and stuff, and it matches the scales that we sing anyways, whereas, or like more intuitively, whereas the scales on a guitar are just not as intuitive. So I'm like, I need to get myself a piano, but I still write songs and stuff. But yeah, I think that's what I need to do. Just go somewhere, listen to like live jazz or something. Let me see. I can't even see the chat that far. Okay, let me see what you're saying. I haven't thought so far, just trying to make it through the night with work. Yeah, see, like, okay, we're both adults here. That's how I feel. Like the weekend, when you were like plans for the weekend, that's when it hit me. Oh, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I was like, maybe I should just not do anything, save up my energy for Halloween. Because I know I have, let me pull up my calendar. I know I have something I need to do next weekend and the weekend after. Oh, wait, no, the weekend after. Ugh, yeah, I might stay in this weekend, maybe. Because another thing is, I live like without traffic 40 minutes from downtown, like from the city proper, Atlanta. And with traffic, it can be up to 2 hours, no lie. And I don't like driving. So I'm like, if I'm gonna drive to Atlanta, it needs to be worth it. Or like if I'm gonna drive into the city. Okay. Oh shoot, did I put, I might have forgotten to add something. Hold on. The fabric medium, or else this will definitely come off in the wash. Okay, so it's getting to that time where I must hop off, or else this is how I'll just stay on here for another hour. But yeah, this was fun. Thank you for the impromptu singing requests. That was a little fun, I'm not gonna lie. And I'm glad you enjoyed it. Yeah, I'm gonna just finish this flower first. Ew, I like how this looks though. Okay, diplomatic cigar. Ha ha. Then I got in bed at 2 a.m. again. Yeah, see, like, this is the best outcome for everyone. Me wrapping up at 5. That was fun. I almost fell asleep to the sweet sound. Oh, thank you, thank you. I can sing one more. Actually, I don't even know. What's a lullaby? Oh, have you seen Sound of Music? Edelweiss, Edelweiss. Every morning you greet me. Reminds me of my chorus days. But that's an actual lullaby, right? Like people sing that to kids to fall asleep. I don't know. I don't have any. I wouldn't know. I want to say we're done, and then now I'm gonna show the final, well, I mean, by the time I come back tomorrow, this will be done because we're pretty much done with this stuff. But okay. Let's show what it's looking like. Okay. Oh, this is so cute. So the eyes, I will finish. The lips, I shall finish. And yeah, here's a close-up. Looking like Mother Earth. Love that for her. Oh, yay. Okay. I love that. Thanks, Diplomatic Cigar. I love it too. So yeah, I'm excited to finish, stretch a bit, and yeah, wrap this up. Like, it's been enough. It's been, I think, like, now it's giving me a good idea of how long the commission like this would take, which is also why I'm practicing on stuff that I own. What am I getting in these jeans? I mean, when they're dry, like, when they're dry, I can try them on. I feel like, yeah, if this were dry right now, I could put them on over my leggings, but not today. I'll probably have to do that tomorrow, but well, actually, I think I'm supposed to let them dry for a few days before I wear them, because then I have to set them with heat and stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. But thanks for tuning in. I'm gonna look and see like how to make Cash App, or yeah, how to make it so that I can receive international transactions on Cash App. There's always something. The US, I'm like, guys, what's up? But thank you. And with that, I bid thee farewell, and I hope you have a really great night, and I hope you have a better day tomorrow. Diplomatic Cigar. And for whoever watches this when it replays and I post it, I hope you have a great day as well. Okay, mwah, mwah, mwah. Bisou, bisou. Okay, bye.